CBS 12 News at 11.
And our team coverage of the Zimmerman not guilty verdict continues with CBS 12's Carl Mann. He joins us live in the studio with the local angle from some high-profile attorneys. Carl, who'd you speak with?
Yeah, Jen, I started by meeting with Ellen Roberts. She was the prosecutor who handled the John Goodman case. Her expertise in high-profile cases gave us an inside look at what each side of this case went through over the past couple of weeks.
But you can't get around that stand your ground law.
Ellen Roberts, like many, was not taken back when the verdict was read last night.
We, the jury, find George Zimmerman not guilty.
Adding the reason that the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman case got as much media hype as it did, all has to deal with what she says are racial factors that underlined the case.
The reality is if it were white on white or black on black, it may not even make the news.
I think the evidence is what it is.
To get yet another perspective, we turn to CBS 12 legal expert Sean Greene.
The system did what it was supposed to do.
Greene added in an interesting angle dealing with the timing of the verdict. He says the jury of 6 women, sequestered for several weeks, were determined to make a quick and definite call so they can get back to everyday life. He believes the protesting or any sort of unrest was kept to a minimum because of the late Saturday night unanimous verdict.
The timing of the verdict actually may have helped. People were busy, it's late on Saturday night, and it let feelings and attitudes and opinions cool off a little till Sunday morning and maybe made things a little more calm.
The daunting question George Zimmerman faces is what now? In one sense, he is a free man, but the experts we spoke with said he won't be able to dodge the public court of opinion each time he steps outside.
That's the hardest thing for somebody who's found not guilty.
I think I'd change my name if I were him.
And now he's sent home. That's it. He gets no governmental protection.
I mean, his life is worse than it appears to be.
And he now has to figure out how to get back into society.
There has been a lot of talk of a civil suit being filed against George Zimmerman. Both experts I spoke with said that could happen, but Zimmerman isn't worth much, especially after all the legal fees he's racked up. And for perspective, if you remember back to another high-profile not guilty verdict that turned into a civil suit, O.J. Simpson was ordered to pay $33.5 million to the families of the murdered victims Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. Live in studio, Carl Mann, CBS 12 News.
Thanks, Carl.